Goku Blue received a lot of buffs this patch, so I'd like to show you the buffs and what they actually mean in practical terms. His crouching medium attack, the distance was increased move during the attack and increased recovery. Now he is minus 10 on block. However, he moves a lot further, and after playing with it for a while, I didn't really miss the safe stagger pressure because it just goes so far, and it has really great application in neutral. And in terms of his pressure, yeah, he loses the safe stagger off it, but now he is able to cancel it into his command grab. This is something he couldn't do before. With the forward movement, he now slides basically into the range of his command grab. His heavy attack is actually kinda outshined by his crouching medium attack, just because they both go the same range. But you know, he can still poke with it if you want, and still gets the command grab off it. His 6M, or the universal overhead attack, the animation got changed. It can poke really far. I've gotten the most use out of it is using it after his 4M. With his 4M, it kind of pushes the opponent back, leaves you -2, and from this range you can really poke with 6M because now it goes really far, right? You're 0 on block of his spot, and it actually plus if it hits, right? So his jumping medium attack got buffed, so the hitbox and hurtbox were both extended downwards, and the active frames are increased. So what this means is it's really easy to get a cross up now. His command grabs also have gotten buffed, specifically the medium and heavies, they've both been sped up, and active frames increased, so it just means it's much easier to hit. If you have an assist and half the bar, can do some really safe, nasty mix-ups with float, where you can float to the other side, fast fall, low, fast fall, command grab, float into overhead. Right, you can get really, that's just very basic, you can get very nasty with this. His lariat style move, right, both of them have been increased their distance moves, so lariat plus assist is even stronger, especially since Goku Blue's lariat goes through Ki Blast. He specifically got a lot of buffs. So the first one, sped up the attack. When the opponent is far away, that's very consistent, right? It's going to be 34 to 32 frames, just depending on whether you're far away or close. It's sped up the attack startup when the opponent is in hit stun in the air. You can combo off of Ki Blast, but I think that the big thing here is you can combo off your assist, right? So if you think about it, right, the C-beam versus regular beam. The C-beam, you can combo off it, but a regular beam, it's not very scary to get hit by in neutral. Right, I throw out the beam, you can see it's very hard for me to get any kind of pressure afterwards, right? It effectively resets the neutral. So what this buff allows him to do is essentially, right, your regular beam or whatever now becomes like a C-beam, right? Because if you get hit by it, right, boom. His instant transmission, the plus frames, now it's +3, and right, remember in the air you get even more blocks done, so just in terms of knocking them out of the air with the teleport, that's much better. Lariat, if you do it in the air and you hit them, right, thanks to the increased block stun, when a move is blocked in the air, when you land from that lariat, you'll actually end up being plus. The thing is, it's very prone to missing if you just try to kinda snipe someone out the air. What I like to do is using the crouching heavy attack. I like to crouch heavy underneath them, cancel into the lariat on block, and then start my turn. Now what is new crouching heavy attack with the super big increase to the distance move is you can really get them super high in the air and start your turn. So all of his assists are still pretty good. I think the C is still the worst, but all three have been started up faster. The B assist in particular now also moves further in line with his new lariat. B assist goes through Ki Blast, but I would like to point out that the A assist literally hits full screen and teleports to the opponent, although it doesn't have vertical tracking. I don't see a reason why you wouldn't use it, but hey, you do you. And then the C assist, right, it got sped up, and the hurt box was adjustable for the attack. The neat thing about this assist is that the hit stun increases as the opponent is higher in the air, but if you want an anti-air assist, in my opinion, you should just use the A assist. So that was all the changes for Goku Blue. His pressure, his neutral, both got a big buff to them. Man, this character, he is the strongest he has ever been. So thank you so much for watching. You know, like and subscribe and leave a comment, you know, do all those things that help me. I'll see you in the next one.